Have you ever experienced anxiety and wanted to learn more about how it affects your body? Generalized anxiety is important because everyone experiences it in their lifetime, whether it's a disorder or you experience it before a speech or like a big game, like a baseball game or a football game. Generalized anxiety disorder, it can be a very debilitating disorder. One of my favorite quotes about anxiety is, "Living with anxiety is like being followed by a voice. It knows all your insecurities and uses them against you. It gets to the point where it's the loudest voice in the room, the only one you can hear." I will discuss with you 3 main points: symptoms of anxiety, the different treatments that are available, and how generalized anxiety can affect your lifestyle. First, let's start off by talking about the symptoms of anxiety. There are physical symptoms and mental symptoms. The physical symptoms can include nausea, vomiting, IBS, headaches, dizziness, shaking, like if you see people shaking their leg or like tapping their hand or finger or pencil on a table during school or something. They can also have a rapid heartbeat where your heart feels like it's going to pop out of your chest. Always feeling tired or having insomnia, like not being able to sleep. These people are also easily startled. Some mental symptoms include overthinking, thinking about everything over and over again, like whether you said something wrong or how someone thought, or you think what someone thinks about you. Always thinking the worst in situations, like going for a car ride and imagining you're gonna wreck. Like, the probability of that happening isn't very high, so they just think the worst. Indecisiveness, not being able to decide, like they want to go somewhere. They'll decide they want to go somewhere, and then last minute they're like, no, they can't decide whether they want to go or not. Not being able to relax, like your mind's always racing. You can't stop your thoughts and clear your head before you go to sleep. That's why most people can't sleep. Difficulty concentrating on something, like in class or doing homework, and sometimes just blanking out randomly. Now that we have discussed the symptoms of anxiety, let's take a look at the treatments that are available. First off, we'll talk about medications. There are antidepressants or benzodiazepines, which are like Xanax, but they don't like to describe those or prescribe those to people because, especially people that have had like previous family history with drug misuse or alcoholism, because those people are more prone to getting addicted to those. So they don't like to prescribe them if they don't have to. These medications can help balance out the chemicals in your brain. It'll balance out your serotonin levels, so that way you're not anxious all the time, you don't feel down, and you're more content with yourself. Another form of treatment is cognitive behavioral therapy. This therapy addresses the negative ways people look at the situations in the world, and they also take a look at how they react to certain situations. Meditation and self-care is also another form of treatment. Meditating slows your heart rate down and helps you relax and unwind. And self-care includes lifting weights, running, anything to get your heart rate pumping for at least 10 minutes a day, just so it tires you out and you'll be able to relax at night so you can sleep and you don't have to suffer from insomnia. Exercise also helps you focus on something other than the thoughts that are inside your head. It puts your focus on something else. And after talking about the different types of treatments, let's take a look at how anxiety can affect your health in the long run or your lifestyle. Long-term anxiety can cause heart disease, diabetes, COPD, drug misuse, alcoholism, and it can also cause depression. Depression can make things 100 times worse when you have anxiety. Although they are commonly diagnosed together, it's when the serotonin chemical in your head isn't balanced out, it causes those. Being anxious all the time can also cause major stress. It can stress you the heck out. When a person is constantly stressed for a long period of time, the chemicals in your brain will produce a hormone called cortisol, and when there's too much of this, it creates a surplus of the chemical glutamate, and when there's too much glutamate, it can turn into a neurotoxin, and when it's a neurotoxin, it can attack your brain cell walls and cause them to die, which is not good. After that happens, it can cause memory loss and other problems. In conclusion, generalized anxiety disorder can be a very debilitating disorder. I discussed with you the symptoms of generalized anxiety, the treatments, and how it affects your lifestyle. And overall, anxiety can be a very serious and debilitating disorder and can cause a lot of problems to your mental and physical health and can put a real damper on someone's lifestyle.